is it frustrating that you're even having to talk about Boris Johnson? As the conference is launched, we've got this massive Brexit deal. You're a key player in this. It must be frustrating, not just for you, but for the Prime Minister, for all the senior members of the government, that you've got this rogue guy out there who should be getting on with being part of government consensus, who's just apparently dancing to his own tune.
Well, I think we're all frustrated by the slow progress that we've made over the last few months with the European Union negotiations. That's why the Prime Minister went to Florence 10 days ago and made a key speech which was designed specifically to unstick the logjam in the negotiations and move them forward so we can make progress, so we can start talking about our future relationship with the European Union and about an interim period that will enable business to have the certainty we need to get business investment moving again in this economy. These are the real issues that matter here. The real process is going on between us and the negotiating team in Brussels. Everything else is noise. That's the discussion that matters. OK. And
are you 100% behind the Prime Minister this morning as the right person for the job?
Yes, 100% behind the Prime Minister. She is the person to lead us through this process. It's a very complex process. She was elected to deliver it. She is absolutely clear that she is going to deliver Brexit for the British people, and we have to do it in a way that protects our jobs, our businesses and our prosperity, a way that avoids cliff edges and unnecessary disruption as we leave. And
are you 100% sure that she will be in position to fight the next general election?
Look, what I've said is that the Prime Minister has my 100% support. She's indicated that she intends to fight the next election as leader of the Conservative Party, and if she does so, she will have my support.
On a wider point, Chancellor, there's a real battle line being drawn, isn't there, between quite hard left socialism, the Jeremy Corbyn view of how this country should go forward, and the more capitalist view that you and your government have about what would stimulate growth, economy, jobs and so on. And it's probably the clearest divide we've had politically in a very, very long time in this country. What makes you confident? Because at the moment there's this kind of sense that, you know, Labour almost won the election and you guys lost. That's the vibe that's come out since the election. How are you going to correct that this week and persuade us that capitalism is better than socialism?
Well, first of all, they didn't win the election. And just to remind you, we got a higher share of the vote in the 2017 election than in any election for the last 30 years. And I would present this as an argument between nostalgic idealism on Corbyn's part and pragmatism on our part. Look, it isn't a coincidence, Piers, that every other country in the world, apart from North Korea, Venezuela, Zimbabwe and Cuba, have adopted the market economy system that we operate here. It isn't a coincidence that every sensible senior Labour politician for the last 30 years has also supported that system. It's happened because it is almost universally recognised that this is the way to advance nations, to get people's living standards up, to create jobs and sustainable progress, to support public services. What Jeremy Corbyn is offering people who are disillusioned by the long haul back from Labour's recession after the financial crisis, who are disillusioned by the slow pace of growth of real wages over the last few years. What he's offering them is an illusion, a pretense that somehow we can bypass all the hard miles and we can just have the good times by borrowing money and printing money. And when you look at Labour's offer, what it essentially is a proposition that we can simply borrow as much money as we like and use it to deliver free goods around our society.
All right, Chancellor.
It's not a credible proposition.
All right, Chancellor, we're going to listen to your credible proposition all this week. Good luck with your conference and thank you very much for joining us.